What's up, everybody? What's up, my fellow magical, mythical creatures? Welcome to another episode of The Horror Bin. I'm your host, Julian Fernandez. Welcome to the show where we give you our reviews, thoughts, opinions, recommendations for your next horror movie marathon or horror movie night. Like I said, I'm Julian Fernandez. I'll be your host. And with me, as always, is co-host with the mostest, rocking the A-lister AMC hat, because we roll like that. It's Kelly McInerney.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, AMC, come on.
We wouldn't have seen this movie no, we probably would have seen this one.
We probably would have, but I mean, at the same time, like, after watching it, I'm like, thank God we had this.
Yeah. But hello, happy to be here. This was a gift too. Shout out to Kristen. Great birthday gifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a gift and I'll shout you out on the pod.
And I'm also a great birthday gifter,
Yeah.
but only if the person receiving the gift is the one who picks it out and I just buy it.
Hey, that's also great.
Yeah, that's also great.
I'll wear that
exactly what you wanted.
I'll wear that shirt when we do a Paul Mescal movie, which I'm sure will be only a matter of time.
Has he done a horror movie?
Not really. I don't think so.
A
lot of sad stuff.
He's got the face for someone who's just been through hell.
He's been a ghost, but it's a sad ghost movie.
Oh, boo.
I don't want to spoil it, which movie it is, but if you know, you know.
Last Christmas.
You know. Yeah. Ghost of Christmas Past.
Oh, yeah.
Me Lucky Charms, he goes real Irish for that one.
Does he? I forget that he's Irish. I saw a thing just recently where it was like, have you heard the soundtrack for Hadestown?
No. Oh, yeah. I've seen Hades.
Yeah.
I've seen the play.
Oh my God, I want to watch it so bad.
It's so good.
But there was I guess a London recording that they have released, and the guy playing Orpheus is Irish.
Ooh.
Oh my God, Kelly! I came across like a TikTok of just his audio of singing. I'm like, damn,
Nice.
like he's pulling through those enunciations.
Yeah.
Making sure it's like, let me make sure that this doesn't fuck up the lyrics or nothing.
Yeah, but you know where I come from.
He's fucking rocking it, dog.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of rocking it, this episode today we are covering A24's brand new horror comedy, and I say that with a little air of uncertainness because we'll get into it.
What was it?
Yeah, but A24's new horror comedy released this year, Death of a Unicorn, starring quite a cast, really. We got Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega as the leading roles.
Will Poulter?
Will Porter, who I ran into at the Comedy Store one time.
Oh, really?
This was just as Guardians 3 was coming out.
Oh, cool.
It was me and Nate Welch, and we were just hanging out in the front, just smoking some doobs, and I had a water bottle. I put down a water bottle, and he just kind of kicked it by accident, not on purpose. Will Porter kicked it on purpose. He's a monster. But he like kicked it. He's like, "Oh, sorry, mate," and I'm like, you're fine, whatever." I'm picking him. I'm looking at him. I'm like, those eyebrows.
Yeah, distinct.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, cool."
His breakout role in We're the Millers is truly iconic to me.
Very funny.
He's so funny.
Very, very funny.
And then he just became an actor, and you're like, what?
And he fucking got like ripped dog.
People want to fuck you now?
Yeah, him and Jeremy Allen White, enigmas.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to fuck him when he was lip on Shameless.
Everyone did on that show. I don't understand it.
I
just
do.
goes to show you can be kind of creepy looking, but if you're in shape and
The eyes. It's the blue eyes, the brown hair for me. That's my
right.
type. Blue eyes, brown hair. If you got that, watch out.
blue eyes, brown hair, white.
Oh, or maybe
Jeez.
just yeah. No, it could be a black guy with blue eyes.
That is true.
That's pretty hot, dude.
The guy playing Greenland.
Isn't that Terrence Howard? Doesn't he have blue eyes?
He has colored eyes.
He's
I don't know if they're
very
blue, though.
handsome.
That's right, Cookie. I got blue eyes and I'm here to stay.
Imagine if he was ripped, he'd be the hottest man alive.
For real.
And nicer.
And nicer.
Because that's why he got kicked off Iron Man.
And made better hair choices.
Yeah.
But yeah, StatCast, 824.
Taya Leone, too.
Taya Leone.
And also the manager
Richard E. Grant.
Yeah,
Will Poulter.
manager from Spice Girls. That's what I know him as.
Anthony Carrigan. NoHo Hank. To those that don't know. Yeah, like just a great ensemble cast of people. Yeah. Can they save this movie? We'll find out.
Who directed it and wrote it? I think it was a no-name.
Alex Schaeferman.
Yeah, because
both writer and director.
Because I was curious about this movie when I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, A24, Stat Cast, who does he know? And it's like, go to his name.
Go to his name.
I don't think he has that much go. Like I think he's a newbie, which is kind of cool.
Death of a Unicorn. He was a producer, additional crew, producer. This is all producer. No, that's not.
Yeah, no
director.
director.
Now, a lot of shorts.
2 director credits, but it's just
One's a short.
Yeah, see.
Yeah.
So this is
his first big swing.
Listen, for a first time, it's not bad. But listen, Garden State was Zach Braff's first time, and that was a masterpiece. But then it was all downhill from there. So maybe it's like for him,
maybe it's uphill.
Maybe
it's uphill.
Yeah.
A rocky start, but you know what? You got to start. You just got to start.
Look at James Gunn. He started with, wasn't he like a producer or something on Scooby-Doo? And now look at him.
I believe he wrote.
Did he write Scooby-Doo?
He wrote the
Because
second
honestly,
one for sure.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I love the live action.
I would love, like after like taking it from, like, because I remember watching it as a kid. And
Me too.
Like, not really, like, being into it just because it was Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
But, like, now as an adult watching it back, I'm like, oh, I kind of get what they were going for with like, the casting and with how they were doing everything. Because they were more, I mean, obviously it's always been a joke of the monsters or the bad guys being like, those meddling kids. And it's like...
But
these people have to be at least 18. They're driving a van and they're on their own.
Yeah, the twist of it being Scrappy-Doo in that one movie.
It's one thing I hated.
I loved it because I hated Scrappy-Doo.
I think that's why they did it, because everyone hates Scrappy.
So this is how good Death of a Unicorn was. Is we'd rather talk about Scooby-Doo.
Talk about so many other things. Rather than get into this movie,
because we wanted to like it, because we do love all those people that we mentioned,
and I really like the concept. Like, I remember watching Cabin in the Woods, and there's that scene where a unicorn is chasing a guy down a hallway, and my first thought is, holy shit, what kind of horror movie would a unicorn be in?
Yeah. And
then when this came out, I'm like, I think people are just pausing that clip where they're taking bets on. Where in the Cabin in the Woods, when they're taking bets. Spoiler alerts for I guess a ton of movies now, but where they have like all the monsters on a whiteboard and all the departments are taking bets, and you can like pause, you can like read like everything, and there's like, you can go on YouTube and there's like people that just like go through it all. So I don't know, just recently.
So it's a list of ideas for deaths or something? Is that what it is?
It's like a list of monsters at the campers or the victims in
how they would be attacked. Or
yes, like what monsters would be unleashed upon them.
Okay, cool.
But somehow unicorns on that list, and I guess this guy was inspired, and we got Death of a Unicorn. And before we keep going, let's take a look at the trailer.
Ridley? Are you okay?
Dude, I hate this trailer too because it ruins her seeing the unicorn.
Showing me something.
You know, the...
Like this?
No, not that part, but the...
I have this feeling I don't think we're supposed to be here.
You know, the big growly one.
Ooh. The Leopolds donated this entire nature preserve. And they care about a lot of things, not just pharmaceuticals.
Fine. I will sit there and smile.
I won't get into it. I don't like the pairing of them as father and daughter.
Perfect timing.
But we'll get into it.
I don't mind it.
I need you to act like everything is fine.
Is there something in your car?
A lot of species in this area are rare.
What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
All the best parts are in the trailer.
Mammalia.
So stupid.
The protrusion on its head.
But even the trailer doesn't hit, but in the movie that hit more.
Yes.
Because you kind of
in swim shorts for this moment.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
I don't think that we're supposed to have this.
We need to study it.
Like the sound of this too.
Yeah.
Cancer? That's the biggest one.
An opportunity for greatness, for immortality.
I've never been so alive.
I love
I
that
have such
fucking
a
guy.
new appreciation for Richard E. Grant now.
Why?
In like recent years,
Saltburn, dog.
but in recent years, all his stuff has just been all his projects have been so fucking good.
Yeah. Sorry to bother you.
Him and his projects have been really good.
What is it? The one with friggin' Melissa McCarthy.
Oh,
Horn was rather
Girthsome.
Can You Ever Forgive Me? That one was really good.
I didn't see that. I know. I
About an
heard
author
nothing
that
but great
steals stuff.
things. Right.
See this part. Why are you fucking showing me that? I hated that was there.
Here's hoping we killed Bigfoot on the way home, huh?
All right. So that is Death of a Unicorn, released this year, 2025. Like we said, stacked cast. Alex Schaeferman, writer and director of this film. First time big project.
So let's get in.
Let's get into it.
Who is Paul Rudd to this family? Can you explain that? And
Paul Rudd I can't.
See? Fucking
sorry.
annoying.
Before we dive into this, for those that don't know.
Oh, the log line.
Yes. For those that don't know, a father and daughter accidentally hit and kill a unicorn while en route to a weekend retreat where his billionaire boss seeks to exploit the creature's miraculous curative properties.
Yeah.
Curative. Yeah. Because we do find out that, like, apparently this unicorn, like, you shave down the horn, you take a little, its blood or whatever, it does cure and improve on yourself.
Yeah.
Realistically. And we find that out when Jenna Ortega, who I guess is playing
Has acne.
playing a teen with, and acne is such a loose word. It's they put 3 splotches on her cheeks.
Yeah.
And then she wipes them off.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
I did like that though. I liked how it was like because at first I'm like, why is he so focused on her picking her face? Why does she have these shitty zits? And I like that was that reveal because it was not like a forced reveal. You know what I mean? Like he killed the unicorn and it splashed on her face. It makes sense. You know, that made sense. What doesn't make sense is why is he bringing his daughter to this lawyer thing?
He does explain that his boss
wants to know more about him or something.
Wants to know more about him, and they're very focused on the family dynamic. So he's bringing her along to kind of, and lack of a better word, use her as almost a prop to show like, hey, no, look, I'm a family man.
Right.
I hang out with my daughter. We have this relationship. Sign. Put me as one of your trustees in your will because Richard E. Grant is dying. I'm assuming from cancer.
Yeah.
Because they do bring up that the horn, Filet on the horn, is the cure for cancer.
I think it would have been an easier, just like make it like, oh, this crazy relative that they're going to visit or something like that, and they're trying to get in the will. Like make it like that, like a simpler, like clearer storyline, because I was like, why do we care about these people? Why do they care about these people?
It also makes it weird because going back to your point, like why? Because I think he's supposed to be their lawyer. Something
like that. And it's like, why? If I was somebody's lawyer, I wouldn't risk my daughter, like how it escalates kind of. I would have fucking dipped.
Yeah, Paul Rudd's the worst dad in this movie.
Awful. And that's why they cast Paul Rudd, because who hates Paul Rudd? Nobody. It's a red flag if you do.
Yeah. The guy fucking sucks. You're a monster.
Yeah, I hate Ant-Man, but I don't hate Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
there's a difference.
The character.
Yeah, I'll never watch it, but
yeah. Yeah, so I think he's their lawyer. Maybe a specific type of lawyer too, but he comes by, he's looking to it's never okay, I'll get into this. I don't like Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega, Ridley and Elliot is their characters' names. I don't like the relationship as father and daughter. First off, I'm at a point now where I'm not buying Jenna Ortega as under even 21 anymore.
Oh, I do. She always plays teens.
She's
still Wednesday. I believe she's like 23 or something. She's still young.
She's in her 20s, but I mean at the same time, like, I mean,
I think you're in the minority there, my friend.
Maybe, probably. I just don't I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah, she's 22. She's still so young. Yeah.
You're very close. I don't buy the relationship. I don't really. I hate the relationship really because
he's an awful father.
An awful father. He puts trying to get this favor from this rich family ahead of her, even though he's trying to get their favor for her in order to make sure that they're financially taken care of and okay. and everything. So
It's like a smaller version of Breaking Bad
yeah,
or
yeah,
Sopranos,
yeah.
but
Breaking
much
Unicorn.
worse. Because I like the idea of like, I like the idea of finding a unicorn and it having properties and having these evil. Like I kind of like the family.
The family's fun.
Like, they're
I get
good
where they're-
villains.
Yeah, I get where they're going in terms of like they're these rich people who hide behind this idea of like, well, we finance this nature preserve. You know, we're in pharmaceuticals, but we're trying to help people. That's what we're trying to do. We want the greater good. But once they find out, like, oh, this
Money.
this unicorn is only
Limited.
limited. Well, then I guess the price tag is going to be pretty big.
It's
then.
limited, but then you see Will make like a martini with the blood. So it's like so
Yeah.
funny. Like that's how evil these people are. Like it's limited for other people, but for them they can do whatever they want.
They're drinking it. They're injecting
Eating it, they
snorting it.
They had a unicorn steak.
They did. That was a part like if you weren't paying attention, I think you'd miss it.
Yeah. I
because
don't
at
know
one-
because they cut it too and it looked like purpley, which was pretty
I had
fun.
thought that they'd put the blood on top of a steak.
Oh.
That's what I thought initially, but because also like the body is still intact. The
I don't-
unicorn's body is still pretty intact when like the.
I don't
like,
know,
towards
but
the
at
end.
that time, you think it? Wait, what do you mean? It's still? Oh, because
because by the time
well, I think it just regenerates, kind of deal.
that's true.
That's
But
the
I
whole
mean,
point of
but-
it too. Is like
Okay, so I guess what I mean is like when you're and this is me just coming off of just like what I've seen through like TV or film
Mm-hmm.
or even just like small snippets of whatever. But when you're preparing meat for eating, I think there's a lot more to it. Like you're not just carving out a chunk of a cow.
I have no idea how to cook meat.
no. But I'm not. But like if you're taking a cow, like a live cow. You kill it. Sorry, but you kill it.
Why? That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. No, to anybody who's just like the cow, you kill it. I'm sorry, but you kill the cow. You're not just carving. Oh, let me just carve out this chunk for steak.
Yeah, but these are billionaires, and they got money.
is
Like that's
true.
why they took seconds to have this like science lab to like study the unicorn
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Like I feel like it moved so fast, which was good and bad. Like I was like, how is it? But it made sense because they're such rich people. But yeah, I think that's why. I think that's what was the explain. Like they,
But I do agree. I do like that. I do like them as like these antagonist characters
Villains,
that are looking to exploit something that they don't understand. It's a very man versus nature type of film.
And Richard Grant was great as like he was sick, and then his reveal was very
As soon as
fun.
he's better, he's just like, well, back to being a douche.
Evil.
Back to being evil.
Yeah.
Then we also
I did like the idea too of the unicorn. So the whole point of why, like, I think it's also stupid of the dad picking up the unicorn's body, like,
and putting it in the car.
why, and then going on this thing. I don't know. I don't know what would you do if you hit a unicorn?
So, if I hit any animal,
But you were on the way to a very important meeting.
I mean, I do like that opening because when he does try to put it out of its misery, that is like such a jarring like jolt to the title screen, and
Yeah.
it's really good. And I like that. So I do agree with that. If this thing's dying and it's
I
suffering,
hated it.
I guess you need to put it out of its misery.
No, I would have just left it there, I think.
I feel like that's crueler.
Yeah, but actually, it
I mean, after
Heal-
watching
healed
this,
itself.
after watching this, after watching this, now I know unicorns heal themselves and regenerate or whatever. But
it's like your daughter's there. Like, I don't know. I would have warned her.
oh yeah, the fact. Well, he explains it like when she was touching the horn,
She
she was
was
like,
seething.
she was doing the whole Lily Rose Depp Nosferatu
Yeah.
seizure dance.
Would have loved to see that though. Like, was it dangerous for her? It wasn't. That wasn't really explained.
No, it seemed more like she was like connecting with the unicorn, and it was just like such a magnificent experience. But she's the only one experiencing that, and from
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's perspective, she's having an episode.
Yeah, she touched the unicorn's horn and like, just like
Start seeing like
went into space.
spectral visions.
Like that's
and-
in the trailer that you saw. That
Yeah.
was the space shit.
Well,
But
Porter also has those visions, but he has them through snorting the horn.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
horn dust.
um,
Did you know anything about unicorns before this?
I had an idea. Yeah, what I've learned from Harry Potter is
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voldemort, that's how he restored back to life. So it is a known thing that blood is regenerative. Yeah.
I guess so. That's like really the only thing. Other than that, all I've ever known is just like, oh, it's just a magical horse with a horn on its head.
Yeah. I just know that from Harry Potter. And apparently it's true. I mean,
facts.
We don't know. We've never met one.
It's true enough for Jenna Ortega's character to be able to do research enough to find out a lot about unicorns.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say something I forgot, but keep going.
Oh yeah, no worries. It's fine. But yeah, Jenna Ortega, the entire time she connects with the unicorn, so she.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. Is like that whole part. I'm like, I don't know if I trust the connection, or is the unicorn tempting her to kill her? You know what I mean?
To kill the unicorn?
No, like Jenna to like follow it or whatever. Like, cause she was kind of like, wasn't she using her like feeling out where the unicorn was, and that's how she stumbled upon the mama or something? She's like walking around the woods or something.
No,
I don't know.
No, the mama unicorn finds them first because I believe they open the front gate, so they are able to. So the unicorns are able to get in. The parent unicorns are able to get in and everything, but I don't think she ever finds them, because Richard E. Grant, Paul Rudd, whoever their like head of security is, Jessica Hines, they all go hunting the unicorn after it attacked first. Mm-hmm. So they go hunting and then they come across the two unicorns in their glen or whatever, and then they all get fucked up.
Yeah, it also is weird how the colors of the unicorns change too. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Went from like dark black to white when they were together.
I suppose it's more like maybe like an omen thing in terms of like, oh, you know, you killed our child, so now we're
angry.
Now we're angry and we got evil. I don't like that they towards the end, like when they do revert back to just like the regular white classic unicorn look, that it's after they just combine their horns to create some sort of dark energy ball to bring back the baby unicorn in Paul Rudd's character.
Yeah.
I thought that was probably the stupidest part of the movie.
Yeah. I don't even remember that part.
Could have been their horns just glow and they just tap and oh, look at that. They're back to life.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't need a whole like them ha me ha. I don't need that.
I also think it's just weird, like, has nobody been on this nature reserve to see these unicorns? Like, how is this the first time you guys are seeing it?
Well, I mean, if they have only those three, they don't have them, but I mean, if there's only those three that are in that area, I feel like the unicorns are not actively trying to be
found for sure,
or even be seen. And we do find out that like through Jenna Ortega's research that in olden times or medieval times or whatever, all the stuff in the lore that she finds out about, that humans would find out about their properties and would just covet to hunt them and trap them and want to keep them.
So they don't want
and
them.
Unicorns do not like that.
Yeah.
They take revenge and
they don't want to be trapped.
They don't want to be trapped.
They don't want to get their horns shaved down to snort.
Man, who wants their horn shaved down and snorted, right?
No.
Not me.
Stay horny.
Stay horny, y'all. That's I'm going to title everything. Stay horny, y'all. Design-wise, I mean, you know, unicorn stereotypically is just a horse with a horn on its head.
Sometimes it looks so cheesy though in this, huh? It looks very puppety.
It's very CGI heavy. They're huge, which maybe the right call. Make them much bigger than just your average horse. They have like fangs.
Yeah.
Which is a little weird. I
mean, we've never seen one, but like make it look better.
Yeah. Again, somehow, like from Cabin in the Woods, the 10-second scene of a unicorn chasing a guy down the hallway that unicorn seemed more
better.
real than what we got in this.
Maybe instead of spending money for Paul Rudd, spend money on making a better unicorn.
Do a little practical effects, guys. Come on. Still available, still good, still worth it.
Yep.
Studios, you want to make money? Do it that way. Stop spending shit on AI and CGI and shit. Now, review-wise, on Rotten Tomatoes, we got a 53% Rotten Tomato score. So critics were not big fans of this. 79% for audience scores. So a lot of
Bitches love Paul Rudd.
people
And Jenna.
bitches like Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega and Will Porter.
I mean,
and
honestly,
Taylor
it's a
Leone,
beloved
Richard
cast.
Grant. Yeah, it's a great cast. There's
Even NoHo Hank, you're like, oh shit, this guy?
Probably
Oh shit.
the funniest character in the movie.
Yeah.
Just with his like 1 or 2 word interjections every now and
The
then.
only one that agrees with Jenna Ortega by being like, let's chill, guys. Let's not.
The smartest character in there.
Yeah. Jenna's the
soon-
smartest because she did her research. And he's like,
And he's like, gates open, the scientist just got fucking killed. I'm running.
yeah.
And he gets away and he lives to the end and he brings the cop.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then I also love the whole scene of like, who's the gate expert or whatever, and it's like, well, you've used it the most, and it's like, shut the fuck. He got so mad. It's like,
So
thank
angry.
you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he's great.
I do. So,
What's
I
his
mean,
real name again?
It's Anthony Carrigan.
Anthony Carrigan.
Anthony Carrigan.
I don't know if I'm gonna remember that. NoHo Hank.
Probably not. He's always gonna be no Hank. I first saw him as Victor Zsasz in the Gotham TV show. And he was
Okay.
great in that too.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I love that he's on the come up.
There's some people like that, like Tuco. I ran another Breaking Bad reference. I met Tuco on the streets,
Oh yeah.
and I said, "Hey, Tuco." It was during the pandemic.
I got bad news. That was just a taco vendor.
No, you could tell he had work done. You know, like
yeah, taco vendors make money.
that's
Kelly.
true. This is LA. But
I just want implants here, and I want to Botox on my forehead. See, thank you.
But anyways, he was very happy that I don't know his name to this day, but he was very happy
He's
to meet me.
Tuco.
He's Tuco.
Sometimes you know what? Sometimes you hit a character. Sometimes people hit a character, and it's so good that's just who you are for a while until you start making some more big hits.
I mean, you just gotta listen. If that movie made you money, live with
Ride
it.
it.
Live with it.
Fucking Casper Van Diem is still riding that Starship Troopers high.
Who's that?
Exactly. Have you never seen Starship Troopers?
No.
It's a goofy movie.
I've seen Casper though. Can I keep you?
different white boy.
Oh, okay.
But honestly, he does look like
Devin Sawa.
he looks like what Devin Sawa could have looked like too. I mean, Casper Van Diem, fucking jawline for days.
You gotta show me a picture after this.
Well, remind me after this.
Yeah.
We're close to
I
wrapping
love
up
a
on this
jawline.
one, but yeah, like, so I hope he keeps getting work. I know he's gonna be in the new Superman movie.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and
I think he's doing fine.
He's gonna kill it. He's gonna keep on killing it.
Him and Richard E. Grant were the shining star. No, I
Yes.
did love Will Poulter too. Like I did like the evil people.
But first place, I'm giving it to Anthony Carrigan and Richard E. Grant.
Yeah.
Tia Leone and Will Porter.
Tia, it was okay. Yes and no.
Hmm.
But yeah, you
She
know
had
what?
her moments.
She had her moments, but I think that girthsome thing annoyed me too much. But I think it's the trailer's fault, not her.
Yeah.
I do like her. She is the American. Oh my God! I just forgot her. Toni Collette.
That is true.
Think about
I
it.
always get her and Toni Collette mixed up.
See?
Just name wise.
Told you.
It's the same issue I have with Penelope Cruz and Selma Hayek.
They're best friends. I never will forget that punked episode where it's just somebody took a shit in the women's bathroom and they were commenting on it.
Oh, I remember that.
And it's like, that's the
Remember
punked.
seeing that. Yeah. It's like, there's a giant.
So dumb. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Would you say Tia Leone? I mean, again, like we said, like a lot of the cast is like big hitters, very likable. Would you say Tia Leone was the weak link of the group, or would you say there's maybe somebody else?
I say Paul fucking Rudd
Paul
was.
Rudd's the weak link. Sorry,
No.
Paul. We love you.
You gotta put a man, never a woman. The weakest. But also, he sucked.
Yeah, it's definitely Richard E. Grant and Anthony Carrigan taking that top number one spot in terms of like
Yeah.
people who are rocking this movie.
Honestly,
Will Porter comes
honestly,
in third.
Noah Hank at the top because he was there a little smidge and he stole every scene. In my
That
opinion.
is true.
You know,
Yeah.
give it to him, and then Richard.
Even like when the car starts rocking because the unicorn's alive, him looking out the window is also very like
great with facial expression.
yes. Will Porter also great. Like when Tia Leone's getting fucking killed, she's like, do it, and he just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
he doesn't shoot them. It's great.
So
My main issue, I realize this, and I it's a similar issue with another movie we're going to cover pretty soon. I feel like not enough comedy and not enough horror in this. I feel like they're there, but they needed a bit. They needed just a punch up for both.
Yeah, it was more like a fantasy film, like a fantasy older family film. Like if you're taking your 18-year-old kids to the movies, you know, like this is what this is. People would like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like the good versions of this family that we see. Because, yeah, it's not that funny. It's not that scary. There are funny moments, but it's just thanks to Noho Hank.
But they're so far in between, though.
Yeah.
That's the downside. And same thing with the horror. It's like
There's nothing really scary in my...
nothing scary. There are moments. There's a couple moments where there's like a jump scare or like a little bit of a jump. But I mean, otherwise, yeah, it's not. In terms of a comedy horror, it's weak on both ends, in my opinion. I wish it was better. I was really going into it. You know, it's A24. You have kind of high expectations with them, and the concept was a fun enough idea and the cast was fun enough that I'm like, okay, this has to be a winner. But you know, some things are just sometimes too good to be true.
Yeah. Agreed.
So with that all said, on the scary scale, 1 being Hotel Transylvania, 10 being Terrifier movies, where are you putting this on the scary scale?
1.
Yep, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's definitely there. On the movie scale, where are you putting it? Between 1 and 10.
I don't know. I don't want to be that mean. What do you go first?
I can give it I'm gonna give it a 4. I was gonna give it a 5, but I think 4 is because 5 seems like 5 would be like I'd give it time. I'd give it another watch. 4 feels like I watched it once.
No.
I got my opinions. I have my favorite moments, but I don't plan on really actively trying to rewatch this.
Yeah, it's like 2.5, 3 for me, to be honest, because I hated the connect. I'm like, this is such a weird storyline.
Yeah.
Like, I like the characters, but like, make it make sense. I know it's a unicorn movie, but make it make sense.
Yeah. And also just like the information, mostly, again, Paul Rudd, I guess Paul Rudd is the weakest link of this movie because not even just him, not even just Paul Rudd, but Paul Rudd and his character are the weakest link because an unlikable character.
Sucks.
Yeah, the character sucks. He's unlikable. There's really it's really not solid on what his relationship is with his family. And if maybe it's something that we just missed, but it wasn't clear.
Yeah.
And yeah, and just him as a parent just sucks so hard.
Does.
But give it a watch. Take form your own opinions. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Message us, let us know. And we'll figure it out. I mean, they're not all gonna be winners. Sometimes.
That's why you got this, baby.
Yes, that's why you got that
this.
A-list AMC, not an ad yet. Call me. All right. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for watching this with me.
Yeah.
Going on this magical journey with these magical creatures.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. You got your camera right here. You got your microphone right there. Let the people know where they can find you, what you got going on.
You can find me on the internet, Kelly McInerney, McInerney. I don't know. Just follow me on Instagram, and I post shows and all that stuff. What about you, Julian?
Well, you guys can find me on all the things, Julian F. Comedy, julianfcomedy.com for my show dates and tour dates. You guys can follow this podcast at Horror Bin Pod on all the things. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. Leave a comment, leave a review. Let us know what you think. Let's build this entire fantasy army of unicorns. And I'm not talking about the sexual kind. You know what? The sexual kind. Let's bring them on. Come on, guys.
I would just narrate. I'm just like
I
doing
I
a
see
dance.
With the corner of my eye. I'm gonna when I edit this, I'm splicing you in, dancing to whatever I'm saying. Oh my god. But yeah, guys, please like, share, subscribe, do all the things. And thank you all for listening and watching. We always appreciate it. And like we say at the end of every episode,
Nay! That's my unicorn impression.
fantastic. Stay girthsome, everybody. Bye.
Stay girthsome. Oh, stay horny. We should have.
Stay horny. No, we have time. Stay horny, everybody.
Stay horny.
Bye.